I am Ademola Adedeji, ex-principal of many schools. I actually retired in 1979. My last school was Government College, G2, Lagos State. Government College, G2. Started in 1974 was me, Ademola Adedeji, as the pioneering principal. The site was E2 in E2 is in the Ekpe division. Government College Ikorodu and Government College G2 started in the same site in 1974. And both of us, both Government College G2 and Government College Ikorodu, started in Ikorodu in 1974. The two colleges. The two colleges started in the same block, in the same building. The boys were, the boys used ground floor. The girls were in the top floor in 1974. Out of the 5 government colleges, the Government College Ikorodu, who were very, very inferior, the result of them. And I made my teachers work hard. I congratulate Government College G2 on its 50th anniversary, which is going to come up next month. I wish the students and the teachers, everybody to work hard to be able to get good results. You see, the teachers, I urge them, I implore them to work hard with the students to make sure that the students spend their time usefully, that they read, and there is no way you can have good results without hard work. You have to work very hard. I remember that in 1970, when we had our first school certificate result, the result of my school, it was about the best in Lagos State. Well, it was the best out of all the 5 government colleges in Lagos State in 1979. So Um, I urge the principal of Government College K2 to emulate the result of Government College Ikorodu, which we had in 1979. So it is only hard work that can give you good result. So there's no magic to it. It's hard work. So I implore all the colleges, really, not just only Government College K2 alone. I implore all the colleges, all the teachers. Yes, I implore all the teachers to work hard with their students, so as to enable them to get good results. There is no other medicine other than hard work to be able to get good results. So, Government College K2, I congratulate you. I pray that you will go from success to success.
My name is Otumba Ayobade Obajimi, NPOM, National Productivity Order of Merit. I was born 70 years ago in Agowe, Ogun State. I became the principal of Government College K2 in November 1994. I spent a little bit above 8 years and was transferred from the place in January 2003. Before being posted to Government College K2, I had gone to 2 other schools. I was a principal in Ekpe, that is Oriba High School, 4 years, and Udumola Secondary School. These 2 schools were day schools, and so to say, not model colleges, and definitely not boarding schools. And so when I was posted to Government College K2 in November 1994, I saw it, and indeed it was a promotion, and I was elated about it. The news was well received. A model college, a boarding school for that matter, and I've been there. I've been in Ekpe area. I've been there for a few meetings of conference of principals, so I know the school very well. I know the principal that I took over from, that is Mr. Shitu, and he was about to retire, and it was a cordial transfer of power, and I was very elated about it. The moment I was appointed or transferred to become the principal of Government College K2, I knew exactly the things that I was about to do. And my nature, when I get to a new place, I'll call the assembly and tell everybody what I have in mind. And sometimes I'm dramatic about it. And that happens wherever I've been. I usually tell them, look, listen, east, west, north, and south. By the grace of God, I will spend my first, second, and third years to remodel wherever I am to what I want the place to be, but the results will start coming out at the end of the 3rd year. And what are those results? Infrastructure development, putting the school on the highest discipline that one can think of, ensuring that the school becomes one of the best when it comes to results of secondary schools, and resuscitating clubs and societies and all that. And I laid them out, about 10, more than 10. Looking back, by the grace of God, every one of them was achieved. Now, I got there in 1994, as I said. In 1996, the best secondary school in Lagos State was Model College Cancun, and headed by my friend Mr. Lai Owadi. He had it 1995, 1996. By my third year, as I predicted and told the students and staff on my resumption in 1994, but that is 1997, we became the best secondary school in Lagos State. We got the award of the best principal in Lagos State. We got the award of the best teacher in Lagos State. That's Mr. Fagbemi. We got the award of the best vice principal in Lagos State. That is second best vice principal, Mr. Peter Koyi. And we got the award of the best non-teaching staff in Lagos State. So we captured all the awards in Lagos State. I mean, that's after 3 years. We repeated it in the fourth year, that is 1998. I still got the best principal of Lagos State, first position. Government College K2 still got the best secondary school in Lagos State, first position. My vice principal then, the late Mr. Peter Koyi of blessed memory, still got the award of the second best vice principal in Lagos State. And my teacher, Mr. Fagbemi, got the award of the best teacher in Lagos State. The non-teaching staff also got the award of the best non-teaching staff. And by 1999, we now went national. Lagos State government decided to do competition among the best in every ministry. So I was put forward from the Ministry of Education. I recall the interview, all ministries were there, Agri, Commerce, everybody, they were all there. So many of us. Rigorous interview. Lagos State government selected me for the Lagos State Productivity Award. And by that, they recommended me to compete at the national level for the national award. I think about more than 2,000 of us were so recommended. And at the end of the day, glory be to God, I won the award of the National Productivity Order of Merit, NPOM, personally presented by the head of state then, General Abdusalami Abubakar. Okay, my earlier postings were sort of stepping stones. I was posted to a school when I became a principal, a school in the Riverine, River High School, a very small school. So it was a preparation. From there, but that Riverine school, as Riverine as it was, after my third year there, won the award of the best secondary school in Ekpe local government. So from there, I was posted to Dumola Secondary School in 1984. 1984, by 1988, I got there in 1988. River High School was 84 to 87. Then Udumola Secondary School, 87 to 94, when I left for Kitchen. At the end of my third year in Oriba became the best secondary school in Ekpe local government. So when I got to Udumola Secondary School in Udumola in Ekpe, that was 1988. By the third year, 1991, Udumola also became the best secondary school in Ekpe local government. So it runs. I have gone through the steps. I knew what it takes to make a school work. I didn't jump straight to a very big school. I started from very small to small before I now got to this one. So the preparation was in my favor. So I knew exactly what it should take, and with the help of God, the challenges were there right from the gate. I remember that the 1994 November 15. My vehicle could not enter the school. The whole place was swampy. No gutters, nothing. The drainage was bad. So as soon as I saw that, I said, look, within a month, vehicles should be able to go in and out of the school. So I constructed drainages. The drainages I constructed then are still the drainages in that place today, because I passed through the school 3 months ago. Now, the teachers, the principal's quarters and teachers' quarters, you couldn't drive down to the principal quarters. They will park their car somewhere near the dining hall and trek. I told everybody that, look, that's not going to work with me in any case. And so I was able to construct some kind of roundabout. It's not the way you even go, you come back. You go one way, you come back the other way. All these are things I saw. And of course, immediately we started working. We knew that to become the best, we needed clubs and societies. We needed good co-curricular activities in the school. We needed children to take part in debates and all that. So I started with assembly debates. Every day in K2 during my time had what we had to do. And I was always at the assembly to be the team leader. Mondays were for what we call morning talk. Tuesday, quiz competition. Wednesday, debates. Thursday, if I remember very well, Thursday was also for debate, and then Friday was for what we called tidbits. That's information. And then we alternated, I think we alternated the talk with news, current affairs. The children will come out, they would have gathered all the news for the week and all that, and one of them will come out and pose as a newscaster. All these will not stop school from resuming at 8 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, they are in their classes. And I recall installing loudspeakers all over the school. Luckily, from the principal's office, one can have a good view of the whole school. And so once I hold microphone, seeing a parent or somebody going, hello, class 3, what is going on there? Everybody knew the principal was always looking. And so the tone became very high. I recall a day a permanent secretary came and got into my office and said, where are your students? I said, they are in the school. He said, it's not possible. I said, they are in the school. They can look from the glass. They are in their classes. That's you see, the tone of a school is set when you enter without warning them and you see everybody busy. And that was how we kept it going. And as I predicted, by the third year, the awards started coming in. There are some things I didn't quite know. But because we started this magazine, this is Elto, to mark the 25th anniversary, I think we were able to make about 3 of these magazines. When I was going through each of them, I now saw that the students had names for me. But they wouldn't say to my face. I don't encourage that because I know children. They say Baji, and you hear them. Now that becomes a problem. It's not as if I was not friendly with them. I was playing table tennis with them, doing all sorts of play with them, but I know that there should be a limit somewhere. I know they have names like Baji for me, Baji. And then when I was going through this, I saw my name spelled using Jesus. I saw where they said the full meaning of Baji, and then they put O as this, B as that, C as that, and I was just laughing. Many children will say, Oga, I will beat you at table tennis, and I will say, you Kembo. So I was always with them. You can see, okay, this is one of them, written by one Sherifat Omoleye, SS2. O means obey school rules and regulations. They are spelling my name. Be here, backbone of Government College K2. A, always be yourself. J, joy is the beginning of happiness. I, illiteracy is a disease. M, my God gave me wisdom and it shall remain with us. And I obey my parents' wish. All along like that. That's how it is. So I remember all these things. I remember all these jokes. I remember all these. They were very free with me though. Cultural programs, I was always there. I tried to bring, I don't allow them to be parochial when it comes to religion. When the Christians are having the Christian outing, the Muslims must be there. We'll all sit down there. I will be there, no matter what is happening outside. And so because they listen to the other side, they become rounded children. And of course, full interaction is always there. When the other side is also doing it, they too must be there. And every Friday, Jumat service, every Sunday evening, we have a joint Christian program. And so with that, I was very close to them. It's like, with the help of God, I ran Government College K2 like a private school. Every class has a debate team, for instance. Every class has a quiz competition team, or had. I hope it's still there now. And then
you now put all those together into houses. Okay? So every house will now,
from the various classes, has their own team. So once in a year, especially around second term, we will have clubs and societies week. That is when the four houses will meet to showcase. And of course, at the finals, we bring in children from other schools. So with that, it was a structured thing. It was a deliberate thing. It was a planned thing. Whoever emerged as winner was our representative in the school. So nobody was edged out. The winner might come from, let's say, Yellow House, and the next might come from Blue House. We have a way of combining the best, blue and yellow, for our external programs. And of course, our children never failed to attend external programs. And then one thing unique about us, Government College K2 then, was that I sold special blazers for our representatives. Being a government school, they had their cardigans and all that, but I wanted them to appear like any other private school. So special tie, special blazers, special caps. And so when you are representing Government College K2, people will be asking, is this a government school or a private school? And that gave them a lot of morale. And we were winning all those things. In any case, these are the things that were added together for us to win Lagos State Award back to back. When it comes to discipline, we don't toy with that. They knew, that's why the acronym was something about D there, discipline. Discipline is the background. If there's no discipline in a school, then don't expect much. And so right from cleanliness, every student has a portion. You must do your portion and finish up before breakfast. And after breakfast, everybody must be at the assembly promptly, because they knew the principal would be there at 7:30. I was never late. If the principal won't be late, why should the student be late? Teachers also will struggle not to be late. We inculcated all these things in them. You couldn't just drop litters anywhere. There were signs all over the place. No littering. You couldn't cross the lawn anywhere. I made chains initially. But when I saw that the chains will rust over time, I changed them to balustrade. I'm sure some of the balustrades are still there in K2 today. They were made during my time. And so you couldn't just cross anywhere. So discipline was good. punctuality is part of discipline was very good. No littering. And then, when it comes to assembly, you dare not come late. And it's not just coming late, you must be a participant. Everybody must have the hymn book and everybody must use it. We used to have singing practice Friday, sometime in Friday after school, just before Jumat service, for both the Christian and the Muslim. And so, but when it comes to academics, that's a different thing entirely. Being a boarding school, the parents were very cooperative. I knew that no matter what you taught the children in those days, no matter what you taught them during school, they did not have enough of development in terms of age to follow up on their own. And so being a boarding school, after lunch, that is around 2:33, you go to your bed. By 4 o'clock on Tuesday, or no, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, by 4 o'clock, everybody must be back in school. And what did I use that really helped? I knew that the examination bodies had exhausted questions. There were no new questions anywhere. Up till now, there is no question you will see either in WASC or GC that is new. All of them are being repeated. So what did I do? I bought compilation of past questions for the children. So during school, they will be taught in class, new topics and all that. But after school, the teachers will now face those past questions. Where I had no teacher, teachers from other schools will come purposely for that, and they will get paid for it alongside my own teachers. So it's like the tutorial of those days. You know, in the university, I went to University of Ife. At Ife, you have your lecturer. Then after school, you have your tutorial teacher, tutorial lecturer. That one does not teach you new things, but look into what you have been taught, which you have done mastered. So these were the things we did, and then at the end of the third year, the laurels started coming in. Our results got up to 98.6% in Lagos State, including, that is 5 credits, including English and mathematics. As a matter, after our 98%, the next school then was 60%, I remember. So the gap was so much. And that is why we were able to sustain the best school, best principal, year 1, year 2, year 3, and on. We could have continued, if not because the policy then was that after 3 years, you don't try, let some other persons. Something happened that I would like to talk about before I go to that. One day I was in my office, it was admission period. You know, like I said, I treated the school like a private school. And so I had what they call prospectus, rich prospectus. And I was sitting in my office, people just walked in. Honorable Commissioner for Education, Special Advisor on Education, Permanent Secretary Education, without warning. And they saw the prospectus. And then they said, I think they said something about beds. Oh, you are selling beds at 2,000. We told you not to sell. I'm not selling beds you can't even get beds, bunks at 2,000. But I said, can we take a walk around the school? Because I knew what was happening. What was happening that time was that I had collected all the bad bunks, and a welder was busy putting them together. I held the PTA meeting. The parents agreed that they will contribute money to repair rather than everybody going to buy. So for you to buy a bed at that time, you will spend 8,000. But for you to take a repaired one, you spend 2,000. Just 1/4 of it. They saw the weather, and then they were very happy. Then as we were going around, I remember the commissioner thinking, is this a private school or Lagos State school? I said, but you are here now. It's a Lagos State school. Well, there is hope for Lagos State. And then I had just gotten the construction of a recreation center to the Midway. You know, it's a building painted blue and white then, facing the field, so that when there is inter-house sports, guests could stay on top, like a stadium, watching everybody. And of course, down there, I had 2 table tennis sets and all that. And I said, what's that? I said, that's a recreation center. And around it, I had food kiosk for children, to the right, to the left, and then there is a garden around it with trees. And then I constructed cement seats around it. They were elated. They even played table tennis with me. And then the next question is, the special advisor then, I'll remember his name, he said, the governor must come and see this. The governor must come and see what is happening in Government College Ketu. And that was how he invited the governor for the 25th anniversary of Government College Ketu. There and then, the current president of Nigeria, Chief Bola Ahmed, Senator, everything, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was the governor of Lagos State. And then the highest grade in government service was level 16, director. I was on level 14. And then he just announced my promotion from level 14 to level 16, the director's level. So I never tasted level 15. And then he gave me money to complete the building, and he gave me personal money, part of which I used to complete this building where we are talking now. But I used that money to furnish most parts of this building. I can't forget that. It's very remarkable. And we thank God for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for doing that at that time. Now, the current principal and future principals of the school, my advice for them, one, is to try and maintain the things that we have done. During my time, we made the belfry. There's still a belfry there. We made that recreation center with all the things around it. We did all the balusters around the fields and lawns. I remember that we roofed the hostels. I don't know the condition now. We renovated the dining hall, all from internal sources, because the parents believed in us. They were ready to donate. Now, they should keep these things up and ensure that they build on it. Ensure that they try to imbibe some of the practices that had worked here and there. And it's not just before I came to Ketu. My previous schools, like I said, 3 years, they will rise. After Ketu, I was transferred to Igbonla, 2003. By 2006, Igbonla also became the best secondary school, and I won the best principal award again, being a new school. So these are methods we've tried over and over, here and there. And even when I became a permanent secretary, the same method worked. My district was winning laurels. At least after my 3rd year, I would have done the engineering. So that is what people must do when you get to a school like Government College Ketu. Study what you are meeting. Have a plan that your year 1, to be able to attain this goal. Year 2, this goal. Year 3, that goal. Everything is not about money. I never thought about money. Money will come if one works hard. I didn't invite President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Somebody else said he must come, the special advisor, and he was the one that brought him. So, and I didn't ask him to give me money or promotion. But when you work hard, all these things will come. They must face the students and return them. I hope they still maintain all those morning assembly prayers and all that regularly. And I hope the principals were always there. Because the trick is, the yardstick is, when you are there, teachers will be there, everybody will be there. And teaching starts from the assembly. It's from the assembly. In fact, in Government College K2 at that time, we were marking registers at the assembly. So instead of going to class and then teachers will now start going to classes to start marking, teachers, everybody had seats. We made benches in the assembly. So you sit class by class. Your teacher will just go there immediately and mark your register. So when you are leaving my assembly at K2, you are going straight for the first period. These are things we did to put the school at that level. And I pray and hope that the Almighty God will help those who are there now and those who will come after us all that they require to maintain it and even surpass us. Having said that, I want to congratulate the principal, the staff, and all students of Government College K2 on this occasion of 50th anniversary. We were there during the 25th anniversary. It was glorious. We want the 50th anniversary to be even more glorious, and God will make it so.
My name is Mrs. Otabunwa Ebuadeyasola. I worked with Lagos State government for 35 years, and out of the 35 years, I served as a principal for 25 years. I was deployed to Government College K2 on 25th of September 2014, and I was there till 5th of September 2020 when I bowed out of the service. Well, I know it's a higher calling because, such schools, government has a lot of expectation from the students, from the staff, and the principal. So I braced up for the challenge ahead. Yes, on getting there, I decided that I must take the school to a greater height, especially on academic performance. And God really helped us. On getting there, we restored the afternoon lesson, we restored the night prep. We also engaged the services of some extra teachers, especially in mathematics, to help the students so that we can achieve a very high percentage in a West African School Certificate examination. And thank God, we had a better result. Like I said, the performance of the students in the West African School Certificate examination was very high throughout my period there. Not only that, we won the best school in the senior school category when I was there, and many of our teachers too won best teacher in the district while I was there, best vice principal in the district while I was there. Also, our students performed in the Lagos competition, and there's one of them that we came first. The other one was a drama competition. Well, we didn't come first, but we were, I think, second or third position in the Lagos Fiesta, that we attended. Not only that, we were able to get the school equipped for IT. When I got there, yes, we had one computer lab there, but we were able to contact some other people that helped us, by supplying computer facilities to the school. Also, we built a library with that time government was giving us stipends for eco projects. So we got the money for eco projects, and I built a standard library, at least a medium one for the school, and well equipped. Not only that, we renovated the staff quarters to motivate the teachers to work. We renovated the principal's quarters too, and we gave the school a facelift by renovating the school, painting the school, and encouraging the students to participate in sports and other activities. I don't think I have any. Well, maybe I don't know. Efiko. Not only that, I know I'm a great disciplinarian. And so for that, they know that I am a disciplinarian. And why I said Efiko? Because I was not allowing them to rest. Afternoon prep, evening prep, all those things, extra lessons. So it's like this woman can work too much. Give us a breathing space. Just like I said, education, we have 3 domains: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. And all the 3 domains were properly engaged. We have talked about the academics, then the psychomotor, we engage our students in sporting activities. We also go out, like many times we went to private schools to participate, like Atlantic, to participate in the inter-house sports, and we always come back with medals. Not only that, like I said, we took part in quiz competitions, we took part in drama competition, which I said Lagos Fiesta competition, which we came second, and that's second or third. So then for the other one, affective one, that we have things like prize giving day, we have things like socials, we have time for them to talk back to the principal, we have also social activities to engage them. And in the area of morals, we are not lacking too, because we have to also make sure that they are good in character and in academics. So we tried to merge everything together so that we can have a total child. And when I got to the school, I went through the records on ground, have the history of the school. There are some old members of staff that I met there, and also the principals, like some of the past principals came visiting, and I also visited some of them. So we were able to establish rapport. Like I know once in a while, I discussed with Mr. Ricketts. I know Mr. Bajini also visited the school at a time, and they gave their own suggestions as to what we can do to improve the school, which we really worked on. We really thank them because they created a good platform for us to mount on, and so we were able to move ahead without serious problems. Well, for the present principal, my advice is that they should not relent. There will always be challenges, but no matter the challenge, every challenge has a solution. The academic performance should be kept very high. Then they should also have good contact with all students, because all students have their own impacts on the school. Not only that, they can also approach philanthropists and people that they know can help, to improve the standard of the school. And as for the teachers, they've been doing good jobs, but they need to motivate the teachers too, because when the teachers are well motivated, they will cooperate with you as the head of the school, and they will work with their conscience to get a very good result. Also, the same thing with Parents Forum. They should have a good relationship with the Parents Forum, because they are always available also to help when there are challenges. I want to really appreciate some of them that really helped while I was there. Like the man that I said donated books and the computers to the school. I think he was working at Nimasa that time. He was able to influence his place of work to do something tangible towards the upliftment of the school. So I want to really appreciate them, and I know some of them also at that time they were building, I can't remember the set now, they were building library and some other things, and some of them visited the school, and gave their advices. So I really want to say thank you to them. They should keep it up. They should continue to give back to their alma mater, and I want to congratulate every one of them, for being part of the success story of Government Senior College K2. So I pray that the Almighty God will continue to uphold them and take them to greater heights. In Jesus' name. Congratulations to all the old and present students of Government Senior College K2 on the 50th Founders Day celebration. Up school.
My name is Oba Taiwo Unipara Okapara Amororo II. That's a great question. Government College is 50 years in happiness with all our students being together. Growing up in Government College is a great experience for me personally, because I could remember when we were in school, when we had our principal's name was Mr. Shitu. I couldn't forget quickly the way our principal is always schooling us, getting us right. And I am so happy being alive today, seeing my school turning 50. And I fully pray from the throne that the best is yet to come from the school. And for all the teachers and the students of the school, I wish them the best of luck. And there are so many of us that they could emulate. Wow. As an Oba, when it comes to culture itself, that is why we Obas come in place. That is why we are agitating that we should go back to the drawing board regarding the way our students and our kids are being trained when we are growing up. Because those days when it's not just our parents that is training us, it's the whole community that is training the children of those days. Nowadays, even there are parents that don't even want their teachers to beat their kids. And I could remember those days of ours. You don't even need to beat you before you start running. By the time you hear the bell of assembly, the Sachitu is right there waiting for you. You better run. So I just hope that those kind of discipline can come back into schools of today. We're talking about almost 40 years ago. During my time in school, well, I was very stubborn anyway, and my mates they know me, and even despite that, I like food, so I'm always in the canteen. However, it was a great experience. At least going to government college, I can say categorically, with the people I met there, it's been beneficial to me growing up with them. I could keep on naming them right now, and I never had any cause to regret of meeting any of our mates while we are growing up, and I still hold my mates in a great high esteem, and I respect them a lot, and they equally respect me back, which I think is a great thing, and it's a very great opportunity to have gone to government college K2. Oh, firstly, I should thank the students and the old students for the great things that they have been doing in the school, despite the government intervention. I appreciate every bit of what they've been trying to do, their contribution to the school, and to the teachers there. They should go back to those days of government college that we all know, which is discipline and discipline and discipline, nothing but discipline. So I will use this opportunity to thank everyone for your contribution, for the good things that each and every one of us are trying to do in the school. Congratulations to Government College K2 being 50, and to all the students, congratulations to everyone. Ẹ kú oríire o, ire á kárí gbogbo wa o, àdúrà gbogbo á gbà o, àtọmọdé àtàgbà ló máa bá ire pàdé o. Ọ̀tẹ̀ tá a ṣe 50 yìí, gbogbo wa náà à á mọ̀ sí dáadáa o. Àwa tá a ṣe 50, a máa ṣe 60 o. Àwa wà láyé à á ṣe 70 o, à á ṣe 80 o. Ọlọ́run bá ṣe yọ̀ǹda fún gbogbo wa o, àdúrà wa á gbà o. Thank you so much.
I'm Engineer Ludayo Olusegun Oluyemi. I'm a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Structural Engineers, and a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Highway and Transportation Engineers, and a principal partner of Hancock Ogundele and Partners Limited, a consulting firm of civil and structural engineers. I went to Government College K2 from 1976 to 1981. When we entered in 1976, we were the third set in the school. I later finished from Government College K2 and went to University of Lagos, where I read civil engineering, and I graduated with a second class upper division in 1986. And after that, I've been working with Hancock Ogundele and Partners, where I rose to become the principal partner, and it's been fine. At K2, my school number was 347, because we used to have numbers in those days. I don't know whether they still do that, but that was our culture in the school then. Well, we are all happy that Government College K2 is 50 this year, and those of us that went to the school, I can tell you that we've all excelled in life. We've all done well for ourselves. There are a lot of us in the diaspora who are making waves, and when you look at the Government College K2, I can count at least 2 traditional rulers or 3 traditional rulers amongst us. I can count very many professors, very many professionals in various fields. So we've done well. Going to K2 was a very good decision that my parents took at that time, because during the early days in Government College K2, there was strict discipline. Mr. Adedeji was not taking things easy with us. And one thing I enjoyed going to K2 was that in those days, when I see children now say that there's something they cannot eat, we were not brought up like that in government college K2. You must eat whatever they provide for you, and whether the bread has smoke or not, you must eat it, because Mr. Ededi will force you to eat it, and nothing happened. And with his friend Balogun, they maintained serious. Balogun was then the principal of government college Ikorodu, and Balogun can come to government college K2. He can be there from 6 to 10 and still leave K2 at 10 o'clock and come back to Ikorodu. So we had the best then. We enjoyed schooling there. There was strict discipline. We were going to the farms. We were cutting grasses ourselves. We were washing the toilets ourselves. Not what you have today. The most outstanding value instilled in me while I was in K2 was punctuality. You cannot be in K2 and begin to go for classes late, or go to there was a ritual then. We have to go to the assembly hall at a particular time in the morning, probably around 7:30, where we sing, we pray before we go to start the classes. You can't go there late. So today, when I attend meetings, people sometimes are shocked that I get there before all of them. So that culture of punctuality was instilled in us, and it helped us a lot. Wow. I'll remember 2 incidents. When I was in Form 2, there was a day that we were to eat in the morning, and the bread they were to serve us in the morning, then we were to eat bread and fish stew. The bread that they served us had some whitish things on them, and we started saying that the bread had mocha, and all the students said they are not going to eat. When Baba had, that's Pa Ademola Adedeji, Baba Adedeji just came to the place, to the dining hall, and he ate a loaf of bread with his stew, and he told us that nothing will happen to us. And Baba now began to, Baba read physics. Baba began to tell us how the muco is even advantageous to our eyesight. And we were all put online to take our loaves of bread, and we ate, and nothing happened. Actually, that's the first one I'll never forget. The second one I'll never forget was something similar. We were in the dining hall. People that had been served that afternoon said the stew that we were given was smelling, that the fish, the Titus, was bad. Baba, unfortunately for us, Mr. Balogun was with Baba, with Mr. Adedeji in the school compound. Mr. Adedeji and Mr. Balogun now came and said, and Mr. Balogun with his baritone voice is dead now. May God bless his soul. Balogun and Baba Adedeji came to the dining hall. They ate the stew. And Balogun said, boys and girls, myself and Demola will go back home. In 1 hour, if nothing has happened to us, you all will have to eat this food. So we were just looking at them. We said, you eat now. When you get home and you start having running stomach. But they came back after 1 hour, and we were all forced to take that food, and we ate. Nothing happened. The third thing I would say was when I was in Form 2, within the first, we used term then, first term. We just came back from home. I was walking on the field, I had a snake bite. When I had a snake bite, I never knew the implication. Although they've told us that when you have a snake bite, then we used to have plenty snakes in the school. We used to have plenty scorpions in the school. So we were told that when you have a snake bite, what you do is that you go and inform a teacher or a principal. But there was this guy called Paulinus Manu. Paulinus Manu was I think he was a punctuality prefect then. He was in the first set. He lives in London now. Paulinus was the first person that came and saw me. And Paulinus just tied my leg and he took me to Mr. Dideji's house. When we got to Mr. Dideji's house, Mr. Dideji gave me some herbal medicines. And he told me, I'll be fine. And I'll tell you, thank God for Baba. By the time we got to K2S Center, they never had anything that could treat snake bites. They had to carry me to Epe. When we got to Epe, they never had anything that could treat snake bites. Epe General Hospital had to go to Ijebu General Hospital to bring what they would use. And before they gave me whatever they gave me then, it was like maybe 5 hours after. And eventually they gave me some injections after doing 5-6 hours. And we went back to school. And Baba was arranging vehicles. Then we had school vehicles. In fact, one of those days that I had to get to Epe for injection, it was his personal car they used in taking me to Epe. So those were the days when principals were committed. Those were the days when students and children were well taken care of. Sometimes I used to think, if it had happened to any child now, what would have happened? So K2 then was fun. We were well taken care of. We ate well, and I can tell you that we heard that some of my mates were even taking double rations. I won't mention names during this interview. They are big boys now. Then I remember in the school then we used to have a lot of cashew nut trees. I remember I was not good in plucking cashew nuts then. Then some of my friends who were good in plucking cashew nuts, they used to give me when they pluck plenty. People like Nojim Alaka he retired as an engineer in Mobile. People like Shola Fowora, he retired as the MD of an insurance company. Bumiali Bioshu, Semu Alaka, they were good at plucking cashew nuts. And I can remember people like Pastor Samuel Omotosho and Dapo Salami. Dapo Salami was a former local government chairman of Ibeju local government. They were also good. In fact, Dapo and Samuel had to go to a private farm behind the hostel, and the Baba came back to school and said, the people went to his farm to pluck his cashew, and he has put some juju there that the principal then, who was Mr. Kingsley Shitu, that Shitu should announce that they should come quick, otherwise they will die. That was how Dapo and Samuel surrendered themselves, and they were punished. Well, the only way I will answer that question is that we, as the old students of the school, we need to go back to the government to appeal to them to maintain the infrastructure in the school. In those days, all those buildings that you go there now and see and they look dirty, they were actually looking very neat when we were living there in 1981. And at that time, all the roads were good, the laboratories were in top form, and we had a lot of equipment in the laboratory. The toilets in the hostels were good. The toilets in the classroom blocks were good. And the dining hall was also in good form. But all these buildings have gone dilapidated. So my appeal is to the Lagos State government to please help us look at all this infrastructure and maintain them. In those days, within Lagos, within Epe and Ikorodu, we used to beat all the schools in football. We used to beat them in debating and quiz competitions. I remember in those days, we had people like Josephine Otele. When Josephine Otele lives in Abuja now. Josephine was the 79th set senior prefect. He was very good in debating. So people like that, and even up to our set, we used to do well in all those competitions. And I don't know what the school is doing, what they are doing now. And during our own time, we used to be the best in WAEC examinations within all the schools in Epe and Ikorodu. No school ever came near us during our own time. So we need to go back and look at how we can get back to this past glory. One thing, I remember one time we played one school in Ejiri. They called the school Lofi Ogumode Secondary School, whatever they call the name there. After beating them, we were all butter people in government college to them. After beating Lofi in our school compound, the Lofi guys came out with cutlasses and axes, and they started beating us. Someone like me and my friend Barrister Dr. Dwobi, we ran towards the school stream. We used to have a school stream. We used to go and fetch water from that place within the school compound. Then we used to have a stream in K2 then. So we were very good in football. Again, I remember when we played, there was never a time we played the Grammar School that we don't beat them. And they were bigger in size than our people. And our students had better skills in football. So we beat them any day. So it got to a time that anytime we have to play them, our principal then will insist that there must be police protection. So the policemen will fill the playground. As soon as we finish, they will march us into our vehicle, into our coaster bus, and they follow us to school. So those things were fun. Remembering those things today, I feel happy. Well, I hope Government College K2 can go back to where we were in terms of the performance of our students in the WAEC exams, and I hope the government can go back and assist us in renovating the infrastructure in the school. They've recently started doing some things, like I know they've started renovating the assembly hall, and I know they've started renovating the main classroom block that we use there. And I want to thank the government of Lagos State for doing this, but we need them to do more. And also, I happen to be the chairman. Of the 50th anniversary celebration. We are doing a lot of things there now. We have renovated the dining hall. We have renovated the boys' hostel. We have renovated the girls' hostel. We have painted some classroom, a staff quarter, which our late Vice Principal, Mr. STA Ojikutu, was living in those days. And we have done some works at the entrance of the school. So we hope to continue this. And we did 2 new boreholes for them, one in the junior school, one in the senior secondary school, which I personally donated. Those ones were personally donated to the school by myself. So I want a situation whereby we can continue with all those developmental projects so that the students there can enjoy more than what they are enjoying now. And I want to call on the teachers to be more committed so that they can also improve the academic performance of all the students that attend Government College K2. Well, as the chairman of the 50th Anniversary Committee, is a lot of work, and sometimes you have sleepless nights when some things happen, and sometimes when you are planning some of those things, it takes you a lot of time and thinking, and it's not an easy task at all. And I thank God that the people serving in that committee with me, they have been very nice people. They have cooperated very well, and we are doing very well in that committee. That's all I can say about that committee. And a lot of people have put in a lot of funds. They have spent a lot of time. They've made a lot of sacrifices to ensure that that anniversary is successful. So I want to thank all of them for what they have contributed in terms of time, in terms of funds, and I pray that God bless each and every one of us. Well, for my colleagues who are the alumni, those of us that are still alive, because we've lost quite a lot of us. A lot of us have gone to meet the Lord. May their souls rest in peace. And for those of us that are still alive, my prayer is that we all live long, and we should not forget that school, because whatever we have become today was as a result of what we were taught in that school and the training we got from that school. And to the teachers and the principals, I want them to be more committed, because the likes of Parademola Didiji were very, very committed. I can tell you they had no other work other than staying in the school and teaching. At a point in time, when the first set were going to do their WAEC, Baba himself was teaching them physics. He was giving them extra classes, whereas they had a physics teacher. So that was the level of commitment we had from our teachers there. So I think they can continue. If they continue with this, the students will excel more than what we are having now. And to the teachers, I want to thank them for the good work they are doing, but they have to do more. They need to put in more hours. They need to put in more efforts. And they need to also work together with the Parents Teachers Association so that the lives of these children can be better. I want to congratulate all students of Government College K2 and all old students of Government College K2 for this 50th anniversary that we are all seeing, for God sparing our lives to see this day. I say congratulations to everyone. And to all the members in the 50th Anniversary Committee, I say congratulations to you all. I say thank you once again for being there for the school. Thank you.
My name is Olufunke Junaid Nikodri. Funke Kodri as I was known then in Government College K2. I'm a legal practitioner, part of the 1976-81 set of Government College K2. For me, I'm so happy that Government College K2 is celebrating our 50th anniversary this month. It was just like yesterday that we were admitted in 1976, and we had 2 sets before us then. I'm happy that the school is still standing strong today at 50. The school has impacted on me in so many ways, in my career, in my journey through life, through higher institution, and through law school, through work, until what I'm doing today. Because for us at Government College K2 then, the penchant for hard work was the most valuable quality that I gained from Government College K2. Penchant for hard work. There was just no two ways about it. You couldn't escape that as a student during our days with our principal, Mr. Adedeji, and the VP then, Mr. Ojikutu. I'll just say again, discipline and penchant for hard work come hand in hand. You know, we had our routine then, the timetable, there was no escaping it. There are so many things that come to mind now as I'm thinking of that, but there are some I wouldn't like to share with you, you know, of some of the naughty things, you know, that we tried in those days. But honestly, it's discipline and the penchant for hard work. Those are the 2 most outstanding qualities. Fondest memories. There are so many of them. So many of them. I remember when we came in as Form 1 students, we just had 2 sets in front of us. So we've had stories before coming to boarding house that, oh, those seniors, they're going to, you know, do this. You're going to, you know, you're going to be somebody's slave. They're going to punish you. But we didn't have many of that. We had very little of that because they were more like our sisters and brothers. I remember there was a football match that we had with Lofi Ogumode School, and we won that match. I was part of the cheerleading team that escorted our own football team to Lofi Ogumode, and we won that match, and then things turned a bit ugly. Let me just put it that way. They were not happy. The students of Lofi Ogumode were not happy at their loss. They were not happy losers. Let me just put it that way. And then things turned a little bit funny. I remember that our guys, you know, the boys, they just came and rounded us up, all the girls, and took us to the school bus and told the driver to move, you know, while they stayed back to sort things out because things were getting a little bit rough. And there are so many fond memories of Government College K2. I remember the dining hall, the guys who were always taking extra portions, double rations. I don't want to mention names now, but maybe I'll just call them by their surnames. We had Niyi Fatogun, our CV duel. He was our math expert in those days. So they would come and then join the queue, take their normal ration, and then go back and join the queue from the back. They were just insatiable. And then for us ladies, for us girls then, I remember that the first 2 weeks we used to call it Oseideraga because we were so, you know, your box of provision would be so full, and then you just go to the dining hall, you select the days that you eat the food because you still had all your cornflakes, your needle, you know, and everything. So by the time it gets to 5th week, we would have run through our provisions, and then everybody would be punctual in attending the dining hall, And then I also remember some of the tough times, which now I think actually trained us for tougher times in real life. When after school life, there was some time that our boreholes were not working, and then we had to go to the stream at the town to get our water for the day, and then you will protect your water as if it was you will keep it under your bed and you will not sleep deeply just to be sure that you had your water the next day. And then we had some seniors then who would want you to help them fetch water, but the way our foundation staff, the principal, Mr. Dideji, our father, and Mr. Ojikutu, the way they structured our relationship, the junior students and the senior students, you could actually say no to a senior, and we did a lot of that, I assure you. So I say, oh, I'm tired, and that was it. Nobody will force you to go and fetch water for them. Nobody will force you. No senior can force you to run an errand for them. So those were really great days. And then I remember the football matches that we had with the boys. We would have some novel matches, girls and boys. And then we realized that these guys were just scoring goals and we were not doing anything. So at a point in time, we just decided that, you know what, let's just do it anyhow. We must score. We will just carry the ball with our hands and go throw it in the post. And everybody would, it was fun. It was fun. And there was also the Literary and Debating Society. I was a member of that. We had so many activities. I remember a particular play that we acted here. It was one of our literature books. This is our chance. And I played the role of Ayi, the palace maid. The play, it became so good, our rendition of it, that we took it around all the 5 schools created. Then we went and acted it. We went to Government College Ikorodu. We went on a tour with the play, and it was really a successful tour with our literature teacher then. And then we had the socials, where we have the dancing competitions. There are so many. I can't stop. I just have to stop here. There's so many fond memories of Government College K2. So many of them. The friendships, relationships, the morning duties, which we try to avoid. So many of them. That's a current question for every school in Nigeria, in West Africa, in the world, even in homes. In those days, discipline was it. I mean, you would go against the rules and you will be punished. You will be caned, or you will be assigned a portion of the garden to go cut a grass. Different sort of punishment, but you knew even the fear of that punishment would deter us in those days from taking some decisions. But these days, even in homes, you want to scold your child, and then you are told that it could affect the psyche of the child, or it would affect how they see themselves and everything, especially in the Western world. But let me come back home to your question. I guess discipline still has to be instilled. Discipline. Government College K2. Hope that the school, I learned something the last time from one of our alumni members, that we only currently have 92 students in the junior secondary. I remember that in those days, in each class we were about averagely between 120 and 140. So for GS1 to GS3, I would expect that we would have about 360 to 400 students. So I hope that the traditional values of the schools will come back to play, and the qualities and the values instilled in us in those days will be embraced again by the current staff, that will impact on the students, and the parents would recognize this and know that, oh, this is a school that I want my children to attend. These were public schools, and this is where we were fashioned, this is where we were molded to whatever we all are today. So it's something that I think goes into the curriculum of the school, a curriculum that will embrace all aspects of the student life and prepare them for the real life in future. Thank you. For the students, I want to let them know that they are part of a great legacy by being students of Government College K2. I would like them to determine within themselves to be focused individuals, dream to develop the penchant for hard work, and to see every push from their teachers and staff as a positive, something that is shaping them for real life, something that is shaping them to be great men and women in the future, something that is shaping them for leadership of the nation and for their communities. And for the teachers, my late dad was a school principal also, and he used to say something to parents. Sometimes I go with him to school during the holidays, and a lot of parents, they will come complaining about their children and all that. And he used to say something to them, just like Mr. Adedeji taught us and, instilled in us. He used to say that they are late starters and they are, fast fingers. For the teachers, I want them to know that teaching is still one of the most noble professions, and that they are appreciated. And they will be rewarded on this earth, not just in heaven, like people say. And that to work with these students, recognizing the late starters and putting in, that extra effort to bring out the goodness and the best of them. And to the alumni, my fellow alumni, I would like us to, what we have started with this 50th anniversary, I would like us to make this just a starter. I would like us to do more for our alma mater, because this is the school that fashioned us for, the foundation of whatever we are today. I would like for us to resolve to work continuously with the staff of the school and with the state government with our connections and whatever God has blessed us with, to really bring Government College K2 back to its glory. On this occasion of the 50th anniversary of our alma mater, Government College K2, I'd like to congratulate the principal and staff and students of Government College K2. And I'd also like to congratulate us, the alumni, that, we are seeing today. May we be alive and well and healthy to see the 60th, 70th, and 80th anniversary of Government College K2. Long live Government College K2, long live Nigeria.
So my name is Dr. Nusa Moradian. I'm the country director for SLB, formerly known as Schlumberger Companies of Nigeria. So SLB is the biggest oilfield service company, or now called energy company, in the world. And we've been in Nigeria for over 70 years. I belong to the 79 to 84 set from GCK, Government College K2. My background, I have a degree in geology. I have a master's in project management, a second one in petroleum engineering, and a doctorate in energy management / entrepreneurship finance. I've been practicing in this energy sector for about 35 years, and this is all I've done since I left GCK through uni, and that's who I am today. Government College K2. Obviously there will be not many of us without Government College K2. Yeah, it's 50 years. I look back my time in GCK and the evolution. I'm really proud to have gone through Government College K2. I remember I was supposed to have gotten in 78. My dad was a big fan of that school, and we live in Lagos. On our way to, I went with my uncle, and on our way for the common entrance examination, we got into traffic along the Ikorodu expressway. We got into traffic. The traffic was so bad that by the time we got to school, we had missed the common entrance exam. But my dad was so fixated on me going to Government College K2 for reasons I never knew. Because he said that those days on his way to Benin, traveling down, he used to see that school, he liked it, and he promised himself that one of his kids will attend the school. So that's how I ended up in Government College K2. It's a school I'm very proud of. Because if you know the story behind Government College K2, I believe it was one of the 5 schools that was set up by Lagos State government to actually give the King's College of this world a good run for their money. And we did give them a good run for their money. Until the free education era, when the boarding house was taken out, and the very, very fabric that made up that school was broken down. But be that as it may, I think some of the close friends that I have today are friends that I made when I was in Government College K2. So it's really difficult to talk about my story without Government College K2. I'm very proud that I'm one of the few students that stayed back even after the boarding house was decoupled from the school. I stayed back. First of all, I went to Omu, somewhere in Ogun State, commuting all the way from Omu to K2. You pass through villages like, I was at Igbile, sorry. You pass through villages like Jobore, Igbile, Ibido, before you get to where I stayed in Igbile. Then from where coming to Omu, it was really rough. After my first year there, my dad was determined that I must finish from Government College K2. My last 2 years was spent in a nearer village called Molajoye, where we stayed with Mr. Odofi, who was then our maths teacher. So my very, very efficient foundation of whatever I am, of whoever I am, obviously were the seeds that were planted in Government College K2. Discipline. Waking up very early in the morning. Wake up very early in the morning, do your morning duties. And Government College K2 prepared you for adulthood. The boarding house and the subsequent external boarding house prepared me from adulthood. I learned to be a man as a teenager, living away from home, boarding house first of all amongst your friends, and then private boarding house and commuting. So it taught me discipline, independence, and resilience. Because I mean, it was tough, but just that sheer determination that there was something about K2 that we need to finish from K2 saw me through K2. And I made lifelong friends. I had very good seniors I'm still very much in sync with. There's one I'm not sure he remembers, but I like to call him out now after many years. We call him Super, Adewale Ashinobi. I remember one day I was going out, I can't remember, food wasn't ready and I complained. I said some words that I'm sure wasn't palatable then. Then he invited me to his room upstairs when he heard it and then punished me. I still remember that particular incident. It was, but that's right, that was right. So GCK was like a preparatory, it was a preparatory camp to be able to survive, navigate the challenges of life. Imagine you being scores of kilometers away from home, in the middle of nowhere, and under the guidance of total strangers as matrons and patrons, and yeah, we did very well. I enjoyed my memory while we were there. Those things we used to see in school, theaters, coming to school to play, soccer, the trip to K2, going to stream to fetch water. Yeah, I mean, it changed me and made me a man, and then made me to become an adult. I learned how to cook. Independence, those days when you're broke, you put gari inside water, and then you let it swell. You call it feshelu. Eat it feshelu, then with geisha. And those days, I mean, you're very broke. We had a kiosk in school, Nasco biscuit. I always look forward to when our parents will come for visiting days, and by the time they're gone, those seniors will be there, walking around to chance us what daddy and mommy has brought. You know, I mean, it's fun. It's fun, yeah. My fondest memory of GCK was in my very first year. Everything was, we were a family. I remember the 1980 Nations Cup. We watched it at our then principal's house, I think, at our then principal's house. GCK was like a community. You did not miss home because you were with friends, you were with peers. It was an amalgamation of culture. It didn't matter if you were Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. It was a true Nigerian. And if there's any regret I have, it was the fact that that very embryo was broken. And many of the friends we started together had to leave midway because, I mean, after the abolishing of the boarding house, many parents had to go. But my dad insisted that I should stay back. He became PTA chairman. I think it was PTA chairman for the last 3-4 years, up to the time I finished. So he was a part of the school as well. The school, it's tough to say, but basically, let me just say, to answer your question, my fondest memory of GCK was the brotherhood, the comradeship, the love we had for each other. It was a community. I remember those days. I mean, we take free buses. There was the Bensons, Oshinowos. They would bring buses that takes us back to school. I enjoyed that. Those kind of things you don't see anymore. Parents come to school and trust their kids with strangers, and then strangers become friends, brothers, and form lifelong partnership. And the good thing about GCK, I know a few people, at least in my set, that they met in GCK today. They're married as husband and wife. So GCK, some people met their life partners in GCK, and some of us went to GCK. We loved GCK. We went there. I mean, that's the story. Yeah, I think the message is clear. Whatever it takes. First of all, the message is to the government of Lagos State. Bring back the old GCK. Bring back the old GCK, where values were the watchword, where discipline, respect, love, and care for each other were the watchword. And I believe it can be done again. This 50th anniversary has brought us together like never before. It has brought us together like never before. I mean, through this 50th anniversary, I've been able to interact with seniors, juniors, colleagues, and friends that I lost touch with for several years. I mean, you can imagine the year one left GCK, and many, many years later, people you haven't seen. And so, my message to the school today is that you should be proud of GCK. Be proud. Consider yourself. Be proud and lucky that you're passing through GCK, or that you passed through GCK. I believe that the glory of yesterday can be restored back. This 50th anniversary has shown me one thing, that if we, the old students, are able to sustain the love that has brought us together and collectively see how we can contribute to bringing GCK back to where it is, I think it will reclaim its place back again amongst the top schools in Lagos State. I mean, I remember those days, we beat anybody. Soccer, we come out tops. Debate, we come out tops. Academics, we come out tops. Second never existed in our dictionary. We were the best amongst the best. Amongst the 5 schools, we were the best. In Lagos State, we were all conquering GCK. So, I mean, I believe we can do it again. And the message to government is they should try as much as possible to ensure that alumni and all students are encouraged to come back and give back to the school. And when we try to give back to the school, they should be very, very supportive. And to the old students, let's go back and see how we can recreate those memories, those circumstances that enabled us to journey through the life and be who we are today. Wow, ready to stand. That's one question very dear to my heart. I think it's easy. Tap into the repository that you have created over the years. Tap into what you have. The school has been privileged to have, as all students, a lot of entrepreneurs, successful captains, leaders in their various spheres and fields today. There's hardly any sector of human endeavor you can think about today that you don't find graduates of the school. And what the school needs to do is to see how you can tap into this repository of expertise and see how we can all come back and give little back to the school. The school gave us our today. The school made us who we are. The school imbibed in us the spirit to be survivors in today's society. What we went through the early days, at least up to the first 6, 7 sets, what we went through in those are the things that are keeping us alive, are things that are keeping many of us above board today. So we can come back and see how we can recreate and transfer those values to the old students. There's no reason why you should not probably have things like maybe annual lectures. Nothing that stops us from having an annual day where the old students come together. It can even be just set by set, this year, this set, and so we can give back to the school. I mean, I'm aware of a school, a friend of mine, somewhere in Edo State. The old students came back, went there, and helped to refurbish the entire infrastructure that make this school to reclaim, reignite what it was many years ago. I'm sure we can do that in GCK as well. And we're actually on the path of doing that. The fact that within a very short period of time, we were able to galvanize a lot of old students to put in their resources, their time towards organizing this 50th anniversary is a testament to what we can do as a group of students. And a big shout out to the committee under a very, very efficient leadership of Dayo Oluyemi, the chairman of the committee, of course supported by the likes of Engineer Woze, Professor Ogunsanwo, Antibose, Farah, every too many I can't mention their names today, but collectively everybody has worked hard to ensure that this 50th anniversary comes to reality. And a big shout out to those in diaspora as well too. In the United Kingdom, where we have a large community, they are equally going together to celebrate and mark this 50th anniversary. I'm aware the North America people chapter, they're doing their own thing as well too. So you can imagine if all of us come together, alumni in North America, alumni in UK, alumni in Far East Asia, alumni in Nigeria and rest of Africa, when we all come together, what we can do in giving back to the school. So that's one area I think the school needs to tap into. Yeah, GCK at 50, that's a milestone. It's a school that is destined to be great, a school that is destined to be around for a very long time. Survived the numerous changes from boarding house to transition to model colleges, and is still standing. And now it's beginning to get back its old glory. All I can say is to use this opportunity to congratulate the current GCK community made up of the principals. Because during my days there was no lower junior or senior secondary school. We didn't pass through that. During my days it was up to just class 5 only. But the current GCK community of senior and secondary school, the principals, the students, a very, very big congratulations. And one thing you guys should know basically is that you should be proud of your school. Your school has produced people that are leaders today, that are captains of industries, that are inventing solutions to problems. Renowned scientists, lawyers, doctors, academics. GCK has produced all, and it's just the beginning. We have very, very senior officers in the military and the civil service that are today graduates or students of GCK. And I believe that we can sustain this, we can do more. What makes a school to stand out is not necessarily focusing on the challenges that it is going through. What makes a school to stand out basically is just nothing but will and determination. It was will and determination that made us to survive even after boarding house was taken away, and And today it's back. That will and determination that made us to survive then will make GCK to remain standing. So a big congratulations to the community and to the old students. Happy 50th anniversary. I'm looking forward to the 60th, 70th, 80th, 100th, 90th, 100, and many, many more years. Cheers to GCK, and cheers to today, cheers to tomorrow, and congratulations for yesterday.
Okay. I am Chiweze Okwama. I attended Government College Ketu from 1975 to 1980. I'm a lawyer by training and a businessman now. It's a thing of celebration that Government College Ketu is celebrating its 50th anniversary, and it means a lot to me because I'm happy to be alive, to be able to celebrate this. We got to the school at 10-year, 11-year-old, kids, and go back to Ketu now and see that we were there 50 years ago, or 49 years ago, 1 year ago, something like that. It's something of joy. And when we look back on our experience in Ketu, we look at it with a lot of joy and happiness. Those formative years were great. Ketu between 75 and 80, great. We had a principal, Mr. Ademola Adedeji, and vice principal, Mr. Jukutu, who were great administrators. As kids, in fact, we saw them as gods, and whatever they said was like law to us, and we obeyed them. We learned, to be disciplined. We learned hard work. We learned that the only way to make progress was to be of good behavior, work hard, and do things the right way. We had a lot of regimented life. Those, those things that were instilled in us still helped us in all our years, knowing that discipline is good. And we remember, when we remember Ketu about the way all the things that went through, we now say, oh yes, it was good. And Mr. Adedeji and Mr. Jukutu, handled us the way it did. And I will remain ever grateful to them for those formative years. Ketu was all work, school, and fun. We remember going to the stream in town, in a row, in the line to go and fetch water from the stream. Not that we didn't have water, but occasionally when we didn't have water, we had to go to Ketu. Remember going back to the principal's, behind the principal's house, the stream there, to fetch water on our own. Very thick forest, we were not afraid. I remember when I look back now, we would have gone that, we were not afraid of snakes and all those dangerous animals. Nobody was killed by those animals or people. We didn't even know if they were there. So when I remember that we would do all those adventures, and now I say, come on, how come we did that? When I went back to Ketu in the last 6 weeks, I said, meanwhile, we were in this thick bush, that bush that I can't even get near now. Not to talk of, rummaging through those heavy forests, and then as little kids, very innocent kids. So it was very, good fun. We had farms, had ridges. Students had ridges where we farmed. We had to make our ridges ourselves, and then we cultivated maize and all the rest of them. It was big fun. These days, punishments are seen as child abuse, and I even learned that children are not allowed to cut grass or wash the toilets. So it's a big challenge if you can keep those. How do you instill discipline and work ethic in children if they are not allowed to do chores? So I'm wondering how it's going to be difficult, now to achieve what we achieved, what we learned. Maybe there are more modern ways of letting kids learn that. But then, the school, the state of the school, before we went in to do some rehabilitation, wasn't anything too good. In our age, during our time, there were no private schools. So the public schools, our school, one of the first grade, government school. So we had students from different backgrounds, and no discrimination. We didn't know who we were anyway. We didn't know whether your father is governor or director. Anyway. We just had fun, and all of us were there. But these days, I don't know from what I have seen in the last 6 weeks. I'm not too sure. A lot of work has to be done by the old boys to ensure that that school maintains status, maintains that it's even a school, it's a government school. And there's so much that can be gained if you can work hard to make sure that the school stands. That students from diverse backgrounds can come there again. If we have students from diverse backgrounds, I believe the school can maintain some standards and then be able to produce good alumni like we are. I'm not really modest. Okay, I have some fears, really, honestly, for the future of government college kids. That school was cited there, in 1974. That's 50 years ago. When you approach government college kids now, you can see that it's sited on a hill, beautiful location. Now there are government establishments coming all over opposite it, institutions being built. There is a lot of development coming around it. In fact, there is land. People are buying land all around government college K2. So the opportunities for that school is great. If only we can, the old students rather, can, give back a little bit through our network, make sure that the school gets its fair share, from government resources, maintain the school, send students to the school of diverse backgrounds, and then send, proper, academic staff, competent academic staff, very good principal, very good vice principal, who have that program that we had in one time. I can tell you, government college K2 will live for a long, long, long time to come. And that is one of the things we should leave behind, to make sure that school is sustained. Because the future will look good. From what we have done, little work we have done, and what government is doing, if we maintain it, get proper staffing, I can tell you, it will remain a fantastic school. I want to congratulate all of us, alumni of government college K2. It's a huge celebration that we're here, 50 years after. We pray for the repose of those of our colleagues that were lost. Those of us who are alive, continue to thank God. I want our old students to continue to give back to the school, look after each other, give back to the school, ensure that years to come, another 50 years, government college K2 will still be standing strong, and be an enviable place for children to move forward, to go and do the secondary school. So I wish all of us well. It's been a fantastic time, and I pray for a wonderful celebration on the 21st and 22nd of September. All of us will get there safely to K2 and then assemble some in the Lagos Center, have fun, meet again. For the students and the teachers, you are in a school for students where you can see has been a great school for those of us who are members of the alumni. For teachers, you can see how well we talk about our principal and old teachers. Believe and hope that when you also leave, that the students you have now will be able to have these memories of you. So please put in your best. I know you cannot live outside Nigeria. What is Nigeria? But I believe that as teachers, their commitment is different. Because you always have people talk about you. We talk about our principal. For 50 years, we're talking about Mr. Demola Beach, Mr. Jibutu, Mr. Duffy, a lot of our teachers. For 50 years, still remember them with nostalgia. Nothing can be better than that. No money you make now can be better than that. So I encourage the teachers, please put in your best, while you pass through government college K2. So I wish to congratulate all residents of government college K2. I wish to congratulate the organizing committee, the advisory committee, ably led by Mr. Dayo and his team. They work tirelessly, to get this through. And it's not an easy task, but it's something that we will always remember you for. Believe that you are giving back to the school, to your alma mater. May God continue to bless you and all of us.
I'm firing already. 7782 set of government college K2. Presently, I'm on my own. I've previously been a member of the Lagos State Council Assembly, and at the time, I got involved I've been in politics for a while. In fact, I was in the House of Assembly 1992 to 1993 during the Babangida era, and I was appointed chairman of Industrial Trading Fund Government Council in 2014. Thereafter, I've been back here dealing with estates, providing accommodation, and that's what I still do. Well, it's exciting. It's exciting. The school cannot be described to be very old at 50, but it's been a long while since I left Government College K2 in 1982. And it's quite exciting to be able to go back to your alma mater and give back, which is what the Government College K2 also is doing. We've been able to do a lot. The enthusiasm is why we all committed ourselves to it and ensure that we can do something to help the coming generation. The state of the school were a bit not satisfied because we didn't have also the association, but we had everything. The Lagos State government provided us with everything and more while we were students there. So it's exciting that that school is still there, and there are still people came after us, and people are still going there. So we feel very, very happy, and we want to give back. And that's what we're doing. That's why we're fully involved. We're actually the ones celebrating the 50 years. So it's very exciting. The impact is tremendous. We had an exemplary personality as our principal when we were there. Mr. Ademola Adedeji, as we call him, there has been a lot of other things he has done. And you know what thing about the exemplary people? They do what they do, they give the best to what they're doing, and they impact on the people involved with them. So he has been somebody that when you see, he has class, he has style, he's obeying the personality, and he has something you can't describe that makes you want to emulate him. So that has stayed with me. So when I see people doing things well, I want to emulate them. That I picked from Government College K2. In Government College K2, a lot of things were outstanding. We lived a managed life. It was a boarding school. We're in boarding school. It's regimented and organized. You wake up in the morning. Your first thing is to do a drill, your morning drill. After that, you have a morning duty. And then you could do a morning preparation for class before you go for breakfast. Immediately after breakfast, you go to the assembly, go to school. When you close, go and eat. You must take a nap in the afternoon. That is, we call it siesta. After siesta, you're going to go for sports. Then you go for your dinner, and you must go to night prep. Any child taking through that definitely will value what you have done, and it organizes you as a human being. Even if you forget some of those things or you couldn't cope, at the same time, we expect that such must remain in
in the personality and the person and the pupils. So my takeaway from Government College K2 was discipline, study, and trying to be a good person, loyalty, discipline, and you have to be sincere in all things that you do. Particularly, the principal emphasizes the seniors, you can't bully the juniors. We are protected. All these values were inculcated in us, and till today, we stand for justice as a person. Because I got justice, I got everything, and I try to live that life. Well, as a student, fond memories of the teachers, my mates, and the things we do. What do? We live a regimented life. We have freedom. We don't get bullied, and we follow strict rules. As an individual, I try not to break the rules. However, there is a particular incident that I won't forget. Immediately I go into school, I had some cousins in the school, 2 of them. And, when you get into school, it's your, people that you follow. And we had a senior prefect, Musta Wanima Shaun. We call him SP. You always not know his name. We were in the bush and they caught us. What I did? I just escaped and went to play table tennis in the hall. And when he got to me, he said, "Look, you're just getting here, you're getting too smart." It's something like the way he treated it. This somebody you can emulate. It takes things very easy. That is one thing I remember. And the principal, like I said earlier, is fantastic. Well, the Lagos state government is trying its best to change a lot of things. The values, normal values you inculcate in pupils, children, as we are growing up, into youth. What government should do is to pay more attention to the schools. And then the whole students too, to try and give, because I don't know how to describe our education system. What we got was fantastic, and we all know the standards are falling. I will only call on the old students to kindly remember their alma mater, go back and do something to keep education up above the waters. Well, the old student association continue to do what they are doing. In addition, we have to look out for each other. Yes, we can give to the alma mater, but we know fingers are not equal. Because a number of us were not of the same age range. We that left 40-something years ago, and those who are still coming out now, we're still colleagues. We must be willing to continue to support them. Support ourselves. We're aging, we're going. The average age for the first 5 sets could be around 50 something, 60. We are old men, grandfather already. So the students, let them know that study, discipline is what will take them to where they are going. Let them also remember, if you get the best from that school, don't forget to go back to when you are also standing on your own. That's it. I want to congratulate, first of all, the Government College K2 Old Student Association for this milestone. It's a beautiful thing. And also the school, the children there, and the government of Lagos State for being permissive. They've allowed us the free hand to do the things we want to do. So I congratulate the Lagos State government, that built all the 5 government colleges then, and congratulate the teachers for keeping up the flag, and want to congratulate myself for being alive at this time, and all my friends, seniors and juniors alike, and even our children, those who call our children today. We thank God.
Okay, my name is Rita Elizabeth Bolokai. I'm a second set product of Government College Ketu in Class B. I apparently was a science student then, building myself to be a medical doctor, but found myself studying insurance both locally and abroad, and I'm presently a chartered insurance practitioner. I'm a graduate of the University of Lagos, Akoka, a graduate of the London School of Insurance, and an associate member of the Chartered Insurance of London, an associate member of the Chartered Insurance of Nigeria, and also a member of the Insurance Brokers of Nigeria. I thank God for being part of the system that the school is celebrating the Golden Jubilee, and we thank God for being alive, and all of us having gone through the system, the great school. It has shaped leaders, it has brought up leaders, it has made us interact and know one another, which we still get in touch with each other as of today. So I'm happy, and we thank God for allowing us to see the Golden Jubilee celebrations. Well, when we were in school, we thank God the school taught us to be prayerful. That was the first instinct I took from school, which is still part of me today. Every morning we wake up to do our early morning prayers before every other activities, which has become part of me till today, as I make sure I observe my morning devotion before I do every other thing in the day. And the school also taught us to and gave us some tutelage on leadership qualities. Like I said earlier, I was the head girl of my set, and I gave us good tutelage on leadership and helped in places I have worked, both locally and abroad. And as a matter of fact, I worked as head of departments in most of the organizations that I have worked, and at the time was the head of financial institutions of a very big company in the entire nation, in charge of their insurance operations in the provision. So it has given, I in particular, I know the school helped in shaping what I am and who I am today. I even own my company now. I'm the managing director CEO of my company for more insurance brokers, and I have a couple of employees working under the organization. And the school taught us to be of good morals, to love ourselves, and to be accommodating irrespective of race and color, which has become which has been imbibed in most of us today. And I was privileged as well to act as the deputy president of the alumni under the presidency of Engineer Ajayi Adeoye, and after which I became the president of the alumni myself. All to the glory of God, we thank God. The alumni is pushing ahead and striking forward and for the betterment of all of us and the good of the school. The fondest memory on GCK. Right now, there was a lot of activities that happened. As the head girl, I experienced a lot. We saw a lot because the school was irrespective of race and tribe, so we're from different backgrounds, so different kind of fun activities going on. But I can remember one day vividly. There was a day we went out to fetch water. Myself, late Ronke Sanusi of blessed memory, and Ketin Dupu, Basira Benson, and a couple of us, we went out to the stream to fetch water because there is a stream confined within the school from my premises. So on I'm going to fetch that water. We have fetched the water. We're on our way to the hostel. On our way to the hostel, somebody just shouted from the back, "Mami water, Mami water, Mami water." As we heard this Mami water, all of us threw the buckets of water. We threw them away and started running to the hostel. Immediately we got to the hostel, there was no water to bath. There was no water to do anything or wash. Believe me, we all went to school that day without bathing. Nobody knew. And I'm sure the person that shouted Mami water, if listening to me, you know yourself. So we thank God. The water fun was full of memories, different kind of activities. We thank God. We thank God. We go to the farm. We farm. We take the corns and the vegetables and all the plantations at the end of the session when we are going home. We are all happy to see them grown up. Take them to the family, and it was fun. It was good. It was good. It was good memories. On this special occasion, I just want to congratulate the principal the past principals, the present principal, the past principals, all the teachers, and the staff of the college, both present and past, on this auspicious occasion of the Golden Jubilee of our alma mater. I congratulate all the alumni members on this occasion as well, and I also congratulate the current students as well, and I employ them to be of great character, and advise them to be of good character, and because they are privileged to be in a school that breed leaders such as we are all, so that they can imbibe in that and be part of the leaders of the country tomorrow. I congratulate the entire committee and the subcommittees under the chairmanship of Nigeria Dayo, for a job well done and for putting up this Golden Jubilee celebration together for the success of everything they have done. We've seen everything. Kudos to all of them. Last but not least, I congratulate Lagos State government for establishing this school 50 years ago and giving us the opportunity to be part of it as a brand that breeds good leaders. So we congratulate Lagos State government and congratulate everybody and congratulate government college people, congratulate all the alumni. God bless us all. Amen.
Okay, my name is Toyin Fatumbi. I'm a chartered accountant. Ex-Government College K2. Ex-University of Ilorin. A chartered accountant. And I worked most of my career in UST of Nigeria PLC. I was at a time Divisional Commercial Director, Perabim, Group Treasurer at the USC headquarters. I left USC to go into accountancy practice as the Divisional Commercial Director of Mr. Biggs. So I've been into accountancy practice since 2006. So I attended Government College K2 between 1976 and 1981 as part of the third set of the school. Government College K2 is 50 years today. At this year, is something of joy and enduring satisfaction, because the government college started, I think, around 1978-74, because we was the third set as part of the 5 model schools that was established by the military government at that time. Of course, the thing is that starting a new thing, you don't know, it's a journey. You don't know how it's going to end. And it's very interesting because the government college K2, as it was designed there, it was supposed to be all boarding, because when you see the location of a government college K2, and for the first 3 years of the school, I think up to 1979, before the civilian administration of Alhaji Jakande came, it was all boarding. Then, of course, there was this free education and all that. Government wants to reduce costs, and all schools, you are supposed to be going to school at a shorter distance to your home. So the issue of boarding was not a priority to government. So looking at that location, because we were from different places at that time, Ogun State, or Oyo State, Osun State, even from the eastern part of the country. So, but the thing is that by the time that came, the thing is that the catchment area of the school will now become around the area of where the school was established. So, but seeing the school still growing stronger, and also seeing the impact of what the alumni of the school have achieved over the years, and that we can still look back and say this is where we get our training and the strong value, especially by the motto of the school, which is labor and serve with probity. So it is not every seed that was sown last 50 years. So being up 50 years and what the school has achieved in terms of the product that it has turned out is a thing of joy. And we are grateful to God. I think generally the major value was discipline. We were made to focus on the objective for which we were sent to the school. Most of the time, for all the period that we were there, before we get to the school on resumption of any session or term, the school authority ensures that all the hostels are clean, all the surroundings are cleared. So all they leave for us is just the football field. So from day one that you resume, the Monday of the period of the time that you resume in school, academic work starts. So it's not that they were waiting for the student to clean or to do this. So of course, during our evening activity, the period that we were supposed to do games in the afternoon. So that's when we do the cutting of the football field. So there's no time wasted, on not focusing on the academics for which we were sent there. Then also the value of integrity was very strong. And our first principal, Mr. Dedeji, established a very strong culture in the school. Because when Mr. Dedeji was with us as principal, I cannot remember any day when the school was in session that the principal was not on the school premises. Even if it goes out for function, you can always, see when it's Mercedes-Benz 200, then we come onto the campus. So the thing is that in terms of discipline, and the thing is that everybody knows the rule. If you go outside the rules, you get the commensurate punishment. So the suspension, and even when you are suspended, it is for correction. You are still monitored, even when you are with your parents at home. So I think the value of discipline was very, very, very crucial. So I think my fondest memory of Government College K2 were the interaction amongst the students. Even after so many years, you still see that the relationship was good at school, and even after school, the relationship still remains. So the thing is that, and the junior-senior relationship at Government College K2 at that time was unlike some other schools where people carry this seniority on their head. So the relationship, that's what I really, 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 really value most. The message that I will share, especially with the students, is that hard work pays. They should value and respect their teachers. You cannot learn from somebody you do not respect. So I think they should value and respect their teachers. Also, they should also know that you are individually and you are variously gifted. The gift of one complements the other. You may be the brightest student in the class, but the other student may be the best in sports. The other one may be gifted in other areas. But at the end of the day, none is better than the others. And ultimately, by the time you get out of school, you know that those things that bind you together as students is very, very, very important, because the person that was your classmate, if he grows and becomes somebody, he has known you for so many years. The whatever relationship that you have at that time, you cannot replace it with relationship that you have when you become 30 or 40, or you started holding responsible positions. But the thing is that there's some people that at the early age, you tend to have more affiliation to them. And the thing is that keep in contact, and also where you can, remember your school and give back to the best of your ability. Congratulate all old students of Government College K2. And I'd also like to congratulate our past teachers, vice principals, and principals, especially our first principal, Baba Adedeji. The seed that was sown 50 years ago is still growing. We thank God, and we pray that Government College K2 will continue into the foreseeable future. Thank you very much.
My name is Samuel Abimbola Odulami. I'm an old student of Government College K2. I enrolled in Government College K2 in 1994. I gained admission to GS1 and I finished in the year 2000. Currently, I lecture in Augustine University, Lara Ekpe. The school at 50 years old and still in existence up till now shows that the school has gone far. I give glory to God that the school was established and is still existing with outstanding achievements. This is a school that once won the award for the best school in Lagos State. And some of our teachers also won the award. The school has produced so many students that are doing fine in their various fields of endeavors today. So being at 50, the school at 15 is an outstanding achievement that will forever be remembered. Well, while as a student in the school, we were well brought up, taught, we were built up both morally and academically. We were taught academically and morally we were also got up. We were well trained. Our teachers instilled the needed discipline in us, which has contributed and added so much value to our lives today. At Government College K2, I learned to respect not only teachers but also elderly ones. Morning duties, labor, and all other things we do, all other school activities we embarked upon. has shaped and I'm still benefiting from them till today. To the students, I will encourage them to take their schoolwork, school activities, academic activities very seriously. They should respect their lecturers, obey their teachers, obey the school authorities, because all that they are doing for them is to bring out the best in them. They may be punishing them, disciplining them. It's not an act of wickedness, but to bring out the best in them. The students, from the discipline, from all that the school is doing for them today, tomorrow they will benefit it and appreciate all that the school has done for them. They may not appreciate them now, but in future they will appreciate all that has been done for them. To the teachers, I will encourage them to give their best to the students, teach them well, give them the needed moral upbringing and academic upbringing, so that the students in future remember the school for good. And to the old students, I will encourage them to keep supporting the school, to keep adding value to the school. Since the school has made them what they are today, they should remember the school. They should not forget the school. They should keep adding value to the school. They should do all they can. I say big congratulations to Government College K2 at 50. It was established in 1974 and still in existence today. I wish all the teachers, staffs, and all students all the best in all their endeavors. And I pray that in the next 70 years, Government College K2 will have gone far than this.
My name is Engineer Babashola Santos Aderibe, also known as Vincent Ade Santos when I was in school. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I run Pancocrato Integrated Services. That's an integrated company that has a facility management and also energy trading. And by extension, we also have an NGO that covers up our social corporate responsibility called Santos Creations Educational Foundation, with a project called Education Online Nigeria, eLibrary Nigeria, and New Education Standard Award Africa, where we recognize the CSR of other organizations and individuals' contributions for achieving education for all around Africa. I'm a proud member of the 1995 set of GCK, and GCK has been a good journey and a good path to the total development of my life. Wow, 50, half a century, Government College K2, right? It was fun going through Government College K2 in boarding house for 6 years with my classmate colleagues, now lifetime friends, and some we do business together, some we are always there for ourselves, for one another, though many of us did not see after Government College K2 for about 20 years, but some we've been talking regularly. But what does Government College K2 mean to me, and how did it impact my life? I remember when we were in school, our principal, K2, had a slogan, and the slogan was, you have to be at the right place, at the right time, do the right thing in the right way. And that's the simple story of success. If one is missing for the other, then there's an equation that is wrong. So we had a song, you have to be at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. Then that gave us and me a knowledge base of how to be where you are supposed to be and do the right thing. And give the character traits that's part of life today. And remember those days in Government College that we have to rush and push everybody have to try to take double ration of food. Miss Aishito also came up with a song that used to be student march action, lọ́wọ́nkọ́ tó lùkọ́ rẹ̀ wí, ẹnikẹ́ni action, and we all sound, oh lọ́ọ́lé. Meaning that if you take more than your ration, you are going on suspension of it, you'll be expelled. So for some of us, it became a character to be self-contented and to do what you have to do. Don't go into what does not belong to you, if I may put the language that way. So it gives us another part of character traits. Then some parts of Government College that was fun to us was having our own farm, portion, money duties, and there was a time we became NEPA. Our principal had to turn us to overnight engineers to transfer electricity from one pole to another because we had issues with the generator and we needed to transfer electricity somewhere else. It was funny, but we got it right and it was nice. So that memory up to today gave me an insight into what being an engineer that is, and I believe that's one of the reasons I'm an engineer today. and it's fun. Government college was good. With government college K2, I learned to be disciplined, also to accommodate others, be friendly, and not to think highly of myself alone, because being in the boarding house made me to realize that people come from different backgrounds, and we had to come together as one. Most times, we had to do collective bargaining. We had to eat together. So tolerance, one of the greatest value I got in government college K2, apart from being disciplined in many other aspects of life. You're bringing a lot of memories back to me as that question arises. I know football was great. Sneaking to try and go and get some drinks outside school sometimes those days it was wrong, but we enjoyed it. And being the first time we start talking to ladies and you have a lot of issue and your friends make fun of you. But apart from that, my English teacher, Mr. Adebayo, made learning very nice. He starts with a lot of joke before the lecture starts or the class, so bring all our attention together. And when he's leaving the class, he ends with a joke. So it brings everybody together because you must laugh, and you are not sleeping because he's always cracking jokes that goes in line with the lesson and the class for the day. So that's fun. And when I saw him many years after in Kwara, and works with another organization now that is into education also, international organization. So when I saw him, I remembered those days immediately. I wish I can say some of his jokes now. Well, okay, maybe you have to see me in person, but it's nice, Thanks. Wow, message. I'll start with the students. Today's education basically has more potentials in terms of information than where we were in school due to telecoms and telecommunication, social media, internet. I will only tell you, it also causes a lot of distraction. You have to have your focus, be willing to learn, and patience, and discipline. Moreover, you have to have respect for others. That will take you. Never mix up our local culture, that is respect for elders. You have to put that in the learning process now, and it will take you places. Most people now don't have respect, and it has brought them back. It has knocked out a lot of favor. So, first when we talk about respect, you have to have respect for yourself, who you are, before you can also respect somebody else from outside. Then for the teachers, please, let's try and instill the value of our forefathers back into our youth today. That is the only way we can get our country back. And that's the only way we can have hope for our country. Our young ones are brighter, sharper, more exposed, but they need the right role models. And the first set of role models are the teachers. Please, let's get it right. That's what I have to say. Well, the school can keep traditional values just by simply communicating it every day and standing with the policies that can be embraced and can be seen. It could be through indirect way of communicating it, through songs, through sport, through gifts, through discipline. And at the same time, infuse whatever is coming in the world that is now a new world order, or to pick the positive ones. What is our traditional value? That must be communicated. So if we talk about traditional value, what do we know? Our traditional value. What we used to have as traditional value those days, is it coming as an anthem or something we have to recite every day? Because faith comes by hearing and hearing again, and the action has to follow. So we can also keep our whole traditional value and become too rigid and not accept new norms of the day. So the authorities of the school, the ministries of education, and parents must come together through PTA to communicate values and new standard, and all hands must be on deck. As we celebrate our 50th anniversary, Golden Jubilee of the school, I would like to use this opportunity to congratulate the management of the school, the Youth Student Association, for coming together to renovate the existing structure. But basically, I would also like to congratulate the founding fathers that built the school, the infrastructure that made it easy for us to renovate today, because we see standard there. And at the same time, we congratulate the Lagos State government for having the initiative and the foresight to give us a venue, a facility to be educated. And to the students, congratulate you, because they are passing through a place of legacy, a place of heroes and leaders building. Take advantage of it. Thank you very much.
My name is Odusoya Adenike Ojikutu, 1976 to 81 set of Government College K2 Epe, Lagos State. I work with Lagos State government. I retired as a director in April 2024, and I am just enjoying my retirement right now. I'm excited that I'm part of the 50 years anniversary of Government College K2, and I'm very happy to be part of the planning committee of the anniversary. That's why we want to make the school better. That's why we have been renovating the school. We are renovating the school hostel, boys hostels, girls hostel, and the dining hall. When we were in K2, we had good principal and teachers. They were passionate about all the students in the school. They were committed. We had committed teachers. Our principals was very committed, and they were really were like our parents. They taught us so many things. They taught us how to be self-reliant. They taught us how to be self-independent. They taught us how to love ourselves, and the relationship, the things we learned at that time, is still keeping us till today, even keeping us together as the old students. So I think we are really enjoying the atmosphere of the school, because when we were in the school, there was no day student. So all of us were together and we were doing things in common, and it's really helping us now. The most outstanding value when I was in the school was the teaching and learning. The way we were taught in the school, even apart from that, the sporting activities in the school, because I was one of the athletes in the school. The sporting activities in the school, and the thing I loved most when we were in the school was the morning drill that we used to go for. We used to go for morning drill, the prep, the afternoon prep, and the night prep too. During our time in that school, we were taught to be sociable, and till now it has been helping me personally in all areas of my life. So I think those are the things that I learned when I was in K2. My fondest memory, one, the sporting activities, the social nights that we used to have in K2, escape from the school. We used to enter the bush to go and pluck cashew, and through that, at times we go from there to the town to have some fun, which there was a time we were caught, and it was a serious, we were given a serious punishment. Current students that are in the school, I want them to
make use the opportunity of being part of Government College K2 now. And for the students again, they should not, they should appreciate the relationship between them and their fellow students now for future gain, which is very important. Then for the teachers, I want to appreciate the teachers, and I just want to pray for them that God will continue to keep them and strengthen them too. They shouldn't forget that they have said that teachers' reward is in heaven, but I can tell them that it's on earth now. And I know that God will reward them here on earth and in heaven. And for the alumni, I want us, because I'm part of alma mater of Government College K2, I want us to continue to support the school, support the students, whatever we can give, because to make sure that Government College K2 is doing great anywhere. We have to continue to support the children, to support the school, to renovate as we have started now, that we shouldn't stop. We shouldn't stop whatever we are doing now because of the 50th anniversary. We should continue after the 50th anniversary. We shouldn't leave the school just like that, because we have left the school for some time, and I believe that we have started good work in the school, and I hope we will continue to do the good work for the benefit and for the future of the coming generation. Thank you. I want to congratulate myself that I'm part of that. I'm part of GCK family, and I want to congratulate the all students of Government College K2. I also want to congratulate the students, the current students in Government College K2, that they are in the school to witness the 50 years anniversary of the school. Congratulations to all of us.
My name is Dikpe Adekunle Olurotimi. I was born on 28 April 1964. I was admitted into Government College K2 September 1976, and I passed out from Government College K2 in June 1981. In fact, we are the third set. My set was the third set of Government College K2. Today, I'm a human resource consultant, and based on my experience in Government College K2, I was able to be where I am today. During my period at Government College K2, we met with people from various types, colleagues from the East, some of them from the Middle Belt, some of them from the Southwest here. Indeed, it was a memorable occasion up till today, and it has been able to shape my personality in terms of discipline, and you have to, even with the motto of the school, labor and serve with probity, we are able to achieve what most of us have today. Yeah, during my period in school, discipline was instilled in every student. When you wake up in the morning as early as 5 a.m., you go for morning the physical exercise. After this physical exercise, you come back to the hostel and do your morning duty. For morning duty, you go for morning prep. So after the morning prep, that will now go to the dining for the breakfast. So the routine then has really shaped me as a person to know in the morning when I wake up, I write my to-do list. for the day. And that discipline and that routine is instilled in me till today. The friends, today, I still have a lot of friends that were classmates. I cannot forget them. We move together, we do everything together in terms of business, in terms of academic. Till today, we still exchange knowledge and wisdom. Yes, the teachers, both teaching and non-teaching staff, and the student will have to look back to what their predecessors have done in terms of the principals, the teaching staff, non-teaching staff, the student. What was instilled in us should be a kind of model to them. The teachers should take the students as their child, as their children, and likewise, the teachers, as the student, should look up to the teachers as their father. Now, on this occasion of 50th anniversary of Government College K2, I want to say happy anniversary to all those students, all teachers, all principals, and everybody that has one thing or the other to do with Government College K2. Happy anniversary.
Hi everyone, my name is Ganiat Habidemi Kolapo. I work with the National Orthopedic Hospital in Igbobi, Lagos, Nigeria, as an health information manager. I am the set of 2007 in Government College K2. First off, I'll say that being 50 as human being is a great deal. Talk more of being alive when my school is 50. I thank God that I am part of this and I'm able to witness my government college being 50. So I would say that government college has helped me to shape my person and instill the discipline in me. And this is what has been keeping me going through my day-to-day journey in life. I'd say that being independent and being able to support one another, community service, and when I say being independent, it was a starting point for me for being independent because I was alone without my parents and I have to live my everyday life. Seniors will help you. Teachers will help you to go and all that. So this has helped me to be able to make decisions for myself, being able to be on time, being punctual, doing things at the right time, knowing that if you don't do the right thing at the right time, there's always going to be a repercussion. You take the fall for it. So you have to do the right thing at the right time. You have to be ethical about things I do. Me being in a medical profession, and growing up helped me to shape my ethical practice too. Not only what I was taught in class, but growing up, being discipline being instilled in me back in GCK, staying upright, being confident, and being independent. Those are things I appreciate GCK for. Okay, I would say the extracurricular activities, which is PE, is sport activity. We have two fields in GCK. We have the small field and the big field. The big field is so big that we used to have different races from marathon and all of that. The principal then was Otumba Obachidi. He made sure that they prepare us enough. In fact, parents were always happy to come and be part of the what we call it inter-house sports. Yes. So this inter-house sport is a big deal. They give us our uniforms, yellow house, red house, and our housemasters were always available to help us. We have Mr. Adebayo, the yellow house master, Mr. Bashida, the red house master, Mr. Damoni, the blue house master, and Mr. Oshinake, the green house master. These people were amazing, amazing people. They do well to prep us for marathon, javelin, so many things. I used to be a runner, so I, of course, think I had a silver once. I can't remember, but for yellow house, yes, Mr. Adebayo's house at that time. Oh, up school, I would like to appreciate the government for what they are doing presently and what they will still do. I also want to say, appreciate the entire alumni member for putting this event together, especially the 50th anniversary committee members. They are doing amazingly well. In fact, I am proud to be a member, not just an alumni member, I mean a committee member of this 50th anniversary. Engineer Diane is doing very great, and every committee, their commitment has been fantastic. So I look forward to a brilliant event on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I cannot wait to see my friends. Some of the people that we've been discussing and meeting, and we have not been able to see one-on-one. I look forward to seeing them. I look forward to marrying with the students, going back to the school too, seeing what the school is now, and use this opportunity to say to the students that GCK is a great place to be. Trust me, you will not regret it, and hopefully you will be like, you'll be in this position one day talking about the school. I want to congratulate every alumni member and the present students of Government College K2. It is a good time to be alive, witnessing the 50th anniversary of Government College K2. Congratulations to everyone. We hope that when the school is 75 years, we'll also gather again to celebrate the school. It is always worth celebrating. I can't wait to catch you guys.
Engineer Doye Idowu of so many years of experience in the industry, and I thank God that you are here this morning to have this chat with me. However, engineering is my profession, and my company's name is Hanel Limited, and we've been in the business for the past 30 years now. Firstly, I have to give thanks to the Almighty Father for the school, my alma mater, getting to the age of 50 years old today. I'm very happy indeed because that school molded us seriously while we were there. I was one of the pioneer students of the college. 74 to 79 were the first set of the college. So I will tell you now that we are the one actually celebrating 50 years of the existence of the school. Government College K2 molded us very well because we had a very good principal during our time and very good teachers as well. What they inculcated in us made us what we are today. Most of us are serious anyway because the discipline they instilled in us, being the fact that we went to Government College K2, it was set up at K2, a village in Lagos State. And that environment made us to become something very, very good today. The teaching, the principal was always with us. when we were there, in person of Mr. Ademola Adedeji, the pioneer principal of the college. He was like a father to all of us at that time. And he made sure that we have so many good teachers from all around the place, in such a way that at the end of our graduation in the college, our school was one of the best who had a good result in Ekpe local government and also in Lagos State at that time. It's a very good school. I'm happy that we're celebrating 50 years of the school today. And I want to continue to wish the school a more fruitful years ahead. And I will seize the opportunity to also say that the discipline we had at that time, I don't think they have them now in the college. Reasons being that so many things are happening. But during our own time, the principal will not allow you to just start messing away or messing around when you are there. The reason being that you are there to study and achieve what you came to achieve. So that is it. It's a fun when we are there at that time. It's fondest memories. The college, despite the fact that we are academically disciplined, we also have our social time in the college. Fondest memory was when I was the food prefect of the college. And that day that being the food prefect, you don't eat when all the other students are eating. You make sure that everybody has taken their meal, and then you eat later when everybody has taken their food. You eat later. But once in a while, you say they should pack your food to the hostel for you so that you can eat at a later time. One of these days, when my food was being brought to the hostel, one of the students accosted the food and said, well, this is for food prefect. I think you are eating more than necessary. And they said they took it and went straight to the vice principal in person of Mr. S.T.A. Ojikutu to report the case. And when the case got to me, and it just as at midnight, the vice principal invited the cooks and the matron, that why is this happening? And I explained the situation to them. You see, because of the discipline we have in the school, those who reported thought at the next assembly in the morning, it will be reported and the principal may likely expel those of us involved. But be as that may be, and thank to the Lord, because of active nature we were at the college, that was never reported. It was so amazing, shocking to those who reported, simply because we didn't do anything so bad at that time. So it's a great thing. Many fond memories, many that one can keep talking about. I was also a goalkeeper, a footballer, and I am the one at the back. And so many times, not that I know how to play, but circumstances compelled that I should be there. And when everybody is coming and they will be just screaming here and there, if I don't get them, I hit their leg. And so that the ball not going to the goal or goal post. These are memories that we really enjoyed during our years. Those of us who are first set are not really feeling very good because of the report we continue to have from the college. Reason being that that school who made us what we are and what we achieved during our time is not what we are getting now. Because just a few days ago, I had a report from the college that even the principals and the teachers are not really doing well. when the head is not doing well, then you don't expect good things from the children or from the students. When we're in the college, our principals was always there, monitoring what we're doing, and then we made you to observe siestas. When it's time to go for your reading, you go for your reading. When it's time to go for any labor work, you go for labor work. When it's time to go and eat, you go and eat. And you do things as at when it is necessary. But nowadays, we're not getting that, and so the school is deteriorating. My advice is that all the teachers should take that responsibility of making sure they are there and give these children the necessary knowledge they should be given. They should take them as their children, and the students too must also take time to learn from their teachers, respect them at all times, and they must also make sure that at any point in time they are at their work when they should do it. Read their books, do all the assignments, make sure that at least they don't lazy about. They don't lazy about, and we are making sure that the teachers too should make sure that at least they do what they should do as at when necessary. So thank you very much. Congratulatory message. I want to especially thank God for this milestone made so far. The college has really existed, and we thank God for what He has done in our lives. So many of us, yes, let me also use this opportunity to also say those who are well-to-do amongst us, we lost few of them in the course of the year, but at least we thank God for the journey so far. We congratulate the college, congratulate all the students, all the alma mater. We congratulate them, at least wish them a very memorable day. This 50th anniversary, we thank God for what He has made everybody, every one of us to be, and for keeping us in life. It's not by might and power, but through His grace, we are all there. So I celebrate the school, I congratulate everybody, and I wish that so many other years to come we'll be able to do more and more and more. And I want to also congratulate the 50th anniversary committee for the good job they have done within the shortest time. Because I've seen so many things they are doing, results have been given to me, and I'm seeing what they are doing. So I appreciate them and I congratulate them. Once again, I congratulate them. Up Government College K2, up the 79 set, up the whole students of the college. PPP, hooray! Thank you.
My name is Mr. Ajayi Suleiman Adewale, Principal of Government Senior College K2 Epe. I assumed duty here as a principal on the 1st of July 2022, and being the 38th principal of the school, I'm happy to assume duty as at the date I was posted here. I've been here as a teacher in the year 2008 for almost 8 months before I was again deployed out to become a vice principal in another school. So coming back again to this place, to this school or to this college, is another privilege to continue with the legacy of the principals I served under before I left, and equally come up to equally continue that good legacy to ensure the school is moved to a greater height. Thanks so much. Some of my teachers in the past that I passed through as a student inspired me. There's a teacher then who handled us CRK, and is a very intelligent teacher, very dedicated, and then a great motivator. And my principal then, Mr. S. Abdul of blessed memory, equally inspired me to go into teacher education. After my secondary education, I have my O-level results. Then my father saw the quality of a teacher in me. On his own, he advised I go for such a training in the education sector to become a teacher. And ever since I've been in the profession, it has been a very wonderful experience. meeting students, inspiring them, seeing them in higher places. A lot of those that pass through me are in higher places. And each time I see them and I look back, I feel happy. I feel elated that yes, I have inspired. I have been able to produce good leaders of our nation. And presently too, we're equally seeing it to ensure those under us now are equally inspired to be a leader of tomorrow. Oh, I mean, very wonderful. You know, you meet with students of various backgrounds from different homes. You have teachers that are of different background too, of different qualities, different styles, different behaviors, different characters. And as a principal, you have to really harmonize all their differences, all their various traits, and become a better person in their midst as a leader. Now let's say take the student for instance. Some students are not ready to learn, and they must not be left behind without learning. I've been on their toes to ensure they get it right. You know, here is a boarding school, and some of them that are in the boarding system find it difficult at times to adjust to the school situation, most when they get to SS1. And as an experienced principal who have been in the boarding school system for almost 12, 13, 15 years ago, need to be equally ensure they get it right and adjust very well. So therefore, those that were not adjusting very well, they were really put in place to ensure they are well adjusted. Then when I came in, a lot of things went wrong in between, which I have to correct and then put straight, most from the members of staff. You know, when you are a leader and they see you as not being proactive, as not being there on their neck to ensure they do things rightly. So once we started initially, it was a difficult task, but now we are on the same page. We ensure that every child under us is teachable and relearn, and then ensure they become a better person. So therefore, we are not really relenting our effort to ensure we are getting the school at a very right track, so that the students can see us as a good motivator, they can see us as a mentor, and they can see us as person they can only look into. Because the way you address, the way you talk to the children, you don't see any child that's not been able to do well. Now, you know, we want to ensure they are better person and leaders of our country in future. Now, we equally key into the vision of the school and the school mission. The school mission is to ensure that we learn in a clean environment, to ensure we have academic excellence. So, you know, this inspires us to ensure they are better off academically, not only academically, morally, they are better off and they are a better person in future. Where we can beat our chest and say, yes, we have really produced students that we can be able to vouch for in the society. Wow. You know, past principals, they've tried their best. You know, the old students, I have a contact with them to equally inquire about how they were taken care of while they were in school. And some of the principals that they passed through, who were here before my own tenure, they said a lot of things about them. That at least Mr. Adedeji, the first part of the school, has been a father. That there was a time the man would even be at the kitchen to start to ensure that when the food was late, he would be there himself in the midst of the cook to ensure the food is ready at the right time. He would be there picking beans, then making the fire when the cook is so slow to ensure things are not getting the way it should be. And now when I heard all this, it equally inspired me as if people could equally be there at that time, and now they want to celebrate 50th anniversary, those are the people we should look into. I only pick one or two things from what they have really done for the school, that the school is now celebrating. That is worth celebrating, and we are happy being part of the celebration. So I think the Old Students Association have been very, very impactful as far as school is concerned. There are a lot of things they came up with to ensure the school is associated with. For instance, now the dining hall, they took it up as a project to get it innovated. Then they gave us 2 boreholes, which is already ongoing for sinking. And then a set only gave us pumping machine for our boreholes that are down, and then generating set to power electricity. Invariably, the past principal of the school, they've done a very great job to ensure this school continue to exist. And it's on that legacy we met on ground that we really build on. And I feel that the school will continue to be known for better and will be a better institution among among all the institutions as far as this country is concerned, even as a world, as national as a whole. Because some of the students that passed through here, who are here now celebrating, are mostly based overseas, and they are doing wonderfully well. And those in Nigeria too are not equally doing bad; they're equally doing well, because of the fact that the people that trained them in those good days saw that this is a product that can be vouched for, that can be proud of, that can make the country proud, can make the school proud, principal himself proud, and I'm happy equally coming now to serve as a principal and be part of this 50th years anniversary of the college. Yes, you know, there are a lot of activities and events we put in place when I came in, which I met on ground that they are equally into. Like one, the academics. We so much believe that students here must be academically okay. They must not be lazy. They must be able to compete favorably with their counterparts in other schools. Most in their work exams, the results must be very well okay, and should be excellent. Aside that, we equally look into extracurricular activities. You know, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So sporting activities was not left out. The school was involved in football competition, and it came first in that competition. And from there, can build talents that can represent the country in future to ensure we have good athletes or footballers for the nation. Aside that, we have so many other activities we equally engage, like the debating society, and then the debate society, or let's say the press club, where these clubs are involved in debating, being going out to represent the school, and then becoming with Flores. The last one they went, we came second. So we came first in the whole Equerry division, and then we have trophies to show for that, and players equally given to us to ensure that we maintain the tempo of the school. In the past, this school has been the leading team as far as debate is concerned. When I was as a teacher, they went as far as Abuja for national competition in debate, and they came up top. So we are not relenting in that area too, to ensure that legacy we met on ground, we equally follow and sustain. Then aside that, discipline. You know, students, they want to misbehave. And once you don't allow such, they will label you as, this man is too tough. So we so much believe in discipline. This is the only way we can shape their behavior and then their character. This way we can modify their character and then their behaviors. Once they leave this stage of schooling, at the university level, nobody will want to change behavior for any child. Whatever you take off from here is what you equally take out to our institution. But this is the level at which you can be able to cope excesses and ensure we have a very balanced system and students that can be able to compete, and they can be able to, you can be able to see and say, okay, yeah, these are students. They can beat your chest and say, okay, I'm happy meeting them in higher places in future. Okay. If a student being what they are, they have names for all teachers they have a contact with. So even school principals are no exemption. So what they normally term me is Mr. No Nonsense. That this man, once you are involved in any situation that only want you to be there, he will give you suspension. Some will go on suspension for a week, maybe internal suspension where they have to work. But when they go for suspension, they will be going home to watch movies, and they will not feel the impact of that punishment they have to serve. But at the school level, we put them under punishment. They make fun for us. Some of them plant cassavas, then maize, to ensure that at least it is impactful. It's not a condemnation, but to make them a better person. Once you are being disciplined and you are being punished, then at least you know reason why. In future, what you have done that you have been corrected for, you know what to go back to that. So invariably they call me Mr. No Nonsense. And when they see me coming, and it's coming, Mr. No Nonsense is coming. And that has been their slogan, and that has been the way I'm being called as my nickname by them, which I'm very happy about it. So some of them, when they see me after school, when they finish their O level, the two sets that have passed out, I know I'm happy with you for calling meeting them because they will prostrate and greet and say, that thank you very much, sir, for what you have done for us. If not for you, we would not be where we are today. And that's a joy I derive from such. The most memorable moment in my tenure was the day we won the International Mass Form Olympiad, where the school came first in the whole Nigeria and then 10th in the whole world. So, and the student that won that award for the school is now a student of the University of Lagos, studying computer engineering. You know, it was a mathematics competition, and then throughout the whole Nigeria we came first nationally, and then the whole world became 10th. The day that award was brought to us from India, I was so elated. It was as if that yes, the school has really won an award that is very outstanding. So invariably, that has been a major achievement that we really have our hearts to beat that yes, we have done something good. So the state government is aware, our teacher officer is aware, and everybody is happy with us. So those students were really giving state recognition for doing us proud, and we are proud to have them. Thank you. Now during their prep period, you know, this is a boarding school, we normally have preps together. And you know, students being what they are, some of them are not the same. They are not the same on the same level. Some are low achievers, while some are high achievers. Some are not as good as others. So we put in place a strategy by having a team of 10 each in each of the classes. Maybe about in a class of 100, we have 10 teams. And the best out of the team or out of the students will be made a team leader that can be able to coach those ones that are backward academically. So aside that, we only ensure that they read during the prep. No, some want to sleep, but it's normal. Some are very lazy, but you don't allow them to do that. You just have to be on their neck. That you are here for a purpose, and that purpose, your objective and aim should be realized. It's better for you to live here with a very good grade, with your O-level result, so you can secure admission to university. But if you want to get it right, you cannot be able to go into that. And this has been our way of getting them motivated to ensure they get it right academically. And then teachers are really trying their best. At least English language teachers and other teachers too, we give out assignments. We do a kind of a weekly essay writing where teacher grades and then pass back their scores to them to see where they are. You know, English and mathematics, they are the bedrock of any level result. Once those ones are not there, you can't go to anywhere. And other subjects you might only follow. So almost all teachers are on their toes. We go into supervision of teachers, ensure students' notes are checked, ensure they are well taken care of academically, ensure the scheme of work is completed, ensure the syllabus for work is brought to a conclusion part, and then by the time we have that, our chest is being that yes, they can go out there and face the May-June, the WAEC, the NECO, and the result is out now. We are seeing good results. Some of them are having A1 in 5 places, about 20 of them, and basically in their mathematics. So the result of the school shows that yes, we have really tried our best on this one to ensure they excel academically. You know, the government have been the one giving us regulation of how the school should be run. And what we have to recall put in place for a whole session will be passed to us through our school calendar. You know, innovations comes in when there are a lot of competitions you have to go into, like JET Club, for example. In the JET Club, the students have to go out to exhibit their creativity or their creativity, and then be innovative, which you have to go out and showcase. And by so doing, you know, the school will be on a very good track. So mostly, government give us the opportunity of being part of competing with other schools in the robotic competition, in debate, in the JET competition, where we have to put in place some projects and then exhibit. All these are just to ensure that the students are being creatively involved and are well motivated and innovation equally put in place by the school. Without any innovation, this is a technological world where students cannot do anything without going through the internet. This IT era, and then we have been very much into it. So all the learning experiences they had with us as a students, we have to equally bring it back again to ensure they are able to use it to be very meaningful, be creative in nature, and then be innovative as well. So that creativity and innovation can be part of what the school system we equally enjoy from them. Wow, in fact, the past students are doing wonderfully well. You know, when you leave a school and you want to give back to your alma mater, is a thing that the current students will learn from the past students. You know, the old students that have passed out through this school, they must have seen one or two things they have gained as being a student here, and that must have spurred them to really want to come back and give back to the school that trained them to become a better person, to get to the level where they are today. Because there's no saying that your alma mater, most of the secondary school education that you pass through, is the bedrock that will take you to a greater height. So now coming back to them, I really appreciate their effort as being part of the school system, as part of our stakeholders of the school. At least the project they have really taken up to do for the school will be a kind of inspiration to other ones that are coming behind. So when they call it leave school, they will not call it forget their alma mater and call it key into such. And I want to call it wish them a fruitful and happy celebration for their 50th anniversary.